Please proceed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. The witness is being ushered in, please.
Thank you.
The witness would speak in Wolof, he would testify in Wolof, and he would give his closing remarks in the Mandinka language.
And we will continue with our normal swearing-in procedure.
Interpreters, are you ready? Proceed, please.
I, SHERENG OMAR FAAL.
Man, SHERENG OMAR FAAL.
Man, SHERENG OMAR FAAL.
Do swear that
Mangi watne.
I'll speak the truth.
Dina wax dëgg.
The whole truth.
Dëgg bi yépp.
And nothing but the truth.
Duma fi wax leneen lu dul dëgg.
So help me God.
Kon Yàlla dimbale ma.
Yàlla suñu borom dimbale.
Serigne bu sant Fall de bulet moom ko door a gis ab Fallen kañ ak jaasi la daan am. Welcome Shereng Omar Faal to the TRRC.
Shereng Omar Faal ñu la dalal fii ci TRRC.
And thank you for agreeing to come to testify.
Di la gërëm li nga nangu pour ñëw joxe fi sa seede.
Before you commence your testimony, I just want to inform you that it is a criminal offense to lie before the TRRC.
Balaa nga commencé joxe sa seede nag ma bëgg la xamal ne TRRC ku fi ñëw fii waat ba pare da nga yàq luwaa nag bu fekkee ne wax nga fi lu noonu dëgg.
It is also a criminal offense to give a false evidence under oath.
Te it boo waatee ba pare tamit joxe fi loo xam ne nekkul dëgg da nga yàq luwaa.
I have met with you before.
Daje woon naa ak yow ca gannaaw.
And I noticed that you tend to speak very fast, very rapidly.
Te seetlu naa ne nag sa wax kàddu bi dafa gaaw.
So for people to understand your testimony very well, I encourage you to speak a bit slowly and more clearly.
Ngir nit ñi mun laa dégg bu baax nag maa ngi sàkku ci yow nga dalal sa wax ji xaw koo yéexal tuuti.
Are you ready to proceed?
Pare nga pour ñu commencer.
Please sit closer to the microphone and raise it up a little bit. Draw your chair closer. Yes. Okay, raise the microphone a little bit. Yes. All right, thank you very much. What are your full names, sir?
Naka nga tudda?
Ma tudd Shereng Omar Faal.
My name is Shereng Omar Faal.
Thank you. What's your date of birth, if you can tell?
Boko mu ne wax kañ mooy sa bisu juddu?
I thought I gave you the card.
Yes, I just wanted the evidence to come from you. Your card says 1958.
Waa jox nga ma ko waaye dama bëgg kàddu gi bàyyeekoo ci yow ndaxte carte bi liñ ci binda mooy 1958.
What is it?
Where were you born?
Fan nga juddoo?
Yalal.
Which of the Yalals were you born?
Ban ci Yalal yi?
Shereng Omar, foo jaar may lapato kat bi mu lapato bala nga tontu.
You allow the interpreters to interpret before you respond.
Ban ci Yalal yi nga juddoo?
Yalal Tankunjal.
Yalal Tankunjal.
Badibu.
In Badibu.
What is your profession?
Lan mooy sa liggéey?
Man béykat la.
I'm a farmer.
I hear you are called Sering Omar Faal. Do you also work as a Sering?
maa ngi gis ne ñu ngi laa ooyee Sering Omar Faal ndax yow sa liggéey tam bokk na ci di mbiri Sering.
Waaw.
Yes.
Did you receive any education before you became a Sering?
Wala nga doon Sering ndax am na fen foo jaar ci sa wàllu njàng.
Waaw.
Yes.
Could you tell us about it?
wax ñu naka la.
Ma jàng Touba laa ko def.
I studied in Tuba.
Where specifically in Tuba?
fan ci Touba.
Suñu kalifa général bi nekkoon kalifa ba wàcc doom Serigne Touba Serigne Saliou Mbacké.
Under Seren Salum Mbake, the son of Seren Tuba.
He was the then Khalifa General of the Murid sect. Saying Omar, when you speak, don't try to look at the interpreters. You are speaking to the commissioners. Speak directly to them.
Sering Omar boy wax jarul ngay gesto di seet lappatookat yi ñi nga jàkkaarloo noonu muy commissioner yi ñooñu nga war a jàkkaarloo nga wax.
ñooñu nga waxal.
ñooñu nga waxal.
And you said you received your training in Tuba under the tutelage of Serigne Saliou.
nga ne yaa ngi jàngee Touba ci ron Serigne Saliou Mbacké.
Waaw.
Yes.
Did he personally teach you, or you were taught by some other teachers?
Serigne Saliou ci boppam moo la jàngal ndax dafa am ñeneen ci ay jàngalekat yoo xam ne ci ñoom doon nga jàngee.
li ma wax ni àdduna yëpp mu ngi may dégg Touba ñu ngi may déglu man kenn nekkul suma sëriñ Serigne Sarr rek mooy suma sëriñ moo ma jàngal.
What I'm saying, the whole world is listening to me, the whole of Tuba is listening to me. Seren Salou was my teacher.
At what stage in your life did you go to Tuba to study?
ban jamono ci sa dunda ci nga dem Touba pour dem jàngi fa.
fekk maa ngi am daanaka fanweeri at ak lu teg de.
At that time, I was 30 plus years.
And what kind of education or training did you receive from Serigne Saliou in Tuba?
ban façon ngi njàng moom nga jàngee ci loxo Serigne Saliou Touba.
man Serigne Saliou man Serigne Touba moo balaa ma jógee fi dem Touba.
Seren Tuba was the one that directed me to him when I left here to go to Tuba.
man ma demal mu jàngal la nga ñaanal ma ko.
He said to me, go and he will teach you and you will pray for him.
And did you do that?
loolu nga def.
waaw.
Yes.
And what kind of education did you receive from Serigne Saliou?
ban façon ngi njàng moom la Serigne Saliou jàngal.
jàngal ma alquran.
He taught me the Al-Quran.
And that's all, just the Quran.
alxuraan rek la la jàngal.
waaw.
Yes.
And how long did your tutelage or your education how long did it take in Tuba?
sa njàngam alxuraan boobu nga doon def Touba ci yan diir la ñaata at la wala ñaata weer.
man kat ma nekk su loxoom te ñaanal ma jàngal ma mu ne ma léegi bàyyi naa la waaye dangay nekk suma loxo fi.
When I was under him, after teaching me, he told me that you are still going to stay under me here.
That is after completing the education, after completing
loolu
the study.
fekk na nga jàng ba jeexal sa njàng.
waaw.
Yes.
And how long did that take?
loolu ñaata at la tollu.
diir ñetti at.
Within 3 years.
And after those 3 years, what did you do?
gannaaw ñetti at yooyu loo def.
maa ngi Touba.
I was in Tuba.
Did you remain in Tuba or you were traveling back and forth, Tuba and Gambia?
danga des Touba dëkk fa ndax danga doon dem ak ñëw Touba ak Gambia.
damay dem des tuuf damay ñëw Gambia.
I used to stay there for a while. I used to come to the Gambia as well.
What connections did you have in Gambia at the time, apart from the fact that you were born here and you had extended family here?
lu uute nag ne Gambia nga juddoo te yaa ngi fi am ay mbokka ban jokko nga am ak Gambia ba tax ngay daan dem ak a ñëw.
mujj bi ay taalibe yeneen taalibe dama day ñëw ci yeneen taalibe fi ba Kër Sëriñ fi am naa fi jabar fi Kër Sëriñ.
In the end, I used to come to some of the disciples here, so that in the end, I was even able to have a wife here in Kër Sëriñ.
In 2006, did you come to Gambia?
Atum 2006 ñëwoon nga Gambia.
Wow.
Yes.
And during that period, did you happen to have any connection with people who were accused of planning a coup d'etat?
Jamono boobu nag ndax am nga benn jokkoo ak nit ñi nga xam ne dañ leen tuumaal ne dañ doon fexe pour daane nguur gi.
Man amoon jokkoo de man dama nekkoon Touba because 2006 March.
I did not have any connection because in March 2006 I was in Touba.
Dañuy def magal at boo dafa tombé dimanche.
After the magal, which was on a Sunday.
Then magal bi jeex.
At the completion of the magal, one of my disciples, he came from England and he said he wanted to come to Touba.
He or a she?
Góor la wala jigéen?
Jigéen.
So woman.
Proceed, please.
Jigéen bi mu wootee mu ne moom dafay ñibbi Angleterre aljuma.
The lady called and said that she was returning back to England on Friday.
Was she Gambian or some other nationality?
Moom waa Gambia la wala juddu beneen réew la?
Beneen réew la.
Another country.
Waaye Angleterre foofu la nekk.
But she was resident in
white
England.
Or black?
Nit ku weex la wala ku ñuul?
Weex.
White lady.
Yes, proceed, please. Continue.
Léegi kooku mu ne ma man damay ñibbi aljuma dama bëgg a gis la.
She said to me, I'm returning back on Friday, but I want to see you.
Ma ne ko man duma mën a ñëw de.
I told her I cannot come.
Ko suma gan yi bente jeexuñ fii.
Because the visitors I have with me here, I'm still with them.
Mu boole ma Serigne Touba.
And so she reported me to Serigne Touba.
Man ma barka Serigne Touba bëgg naa la gis nga ñëw ma gis la.
And she said, in the name of Serigne Touba, I want you to come so that I can see you.
Amoo visa pour ñëw Dakar waaye su ma amoon visa dinaa ñëw fekk la Touba.
I don't have a visa to come to Dakar, but if I had, I would have come to meet you in Touba.
Dama waroon daal sa jabar dem na Thursday man ma ñëw aljuma.
Your wife left on Thursday. I wanted to come on Friday.
Munuma dama nga ñëw gis ma gis la bi mu wala ma ne ko kii de dama boole dama nekk gor ma ñëw talaata laa jóge Touba ma ñëw.
So she reported me, so I left here on Tuesday and I went.
Ma ñëw Agafi.
I came here.
Ma woo ko ma ne ko egsi na.
I called her and I told her that I have arrived.
Moom hotel bi nekk fii bu Kër Sëriñ ci fi ci xam sax fu la nekk.
And she told me that she was at one hotel in Kër Sëriñ.
Munuma fan nga nekk fii.
She asked me, where are you here?
Ma ne ko boo ñëw jël mbedd bi ñëw ci alkal bi rek.
I told her if I come in, just take the route that leads to the Alcalde's compound.
Did you eventually see her?
Mujjee nga koo gis.
Waaw gis naa ko.
I saw her.
And how did you come to be in connection with people who were accused of planning a coup d'etat?
Léegi naka nga fexe ba jokkoo wante nag ak nit ñi nga xam ne dañ leen tuumaal ne dañ doon fexe pour def coup d'etat.
Remember, now you have left Touba after the Magal. You are in Gambia.
Fàttalekul nag ne léegi bàyyeekoo nga Touba gannaaw màggal bi léegi yaa ngi biir Gambia.
Waaw bi ma nekk Gambia fi ma nga ñooñu bari xam nañ ma fi.
While I was in the Gambia here, many people knew me.
Abdou Dine këram mu Kër Sëriñ fi.
Abdou Dine's company is here in Kër Sëriñ.
Booy wàcce kër garage oto Kër Sëriñ yi dem oto yi dem Kër Sëriñ. On your left.
From the garage, if you took the bike to Kër Sëriñ on the left.
Garage këram foofu la nekk.
That is where his house is situated.
Mu woo ma ci téléphone suma téléphone fekk sumay dem damay bàyyi suma SIM card suma doom.
Called me on my telephone because each time I leave, I used to leave my SIM card with my son.
Mu woo kooku.
He called him.
Mu ne ko sa papa laa soxla.
And said to him, I need your father.
Mu ne ko suma papa mu ngi Touba ñëwul.
And he said to him, my father is in Touba, he has not returned yet.
Mu ne ko sa papa ñëw na.
And he said to him, your father has returned.
Mu ne déedéet suma papa ñëwul.
And he said, no, my father has not come.
Continue woo suma jabar suma doom.
They continued in that with my son until he left school.
Until he closed school that
Closed
day.
school, that day, yes. Until he left school.
Until he closed school that
Closed
day.
school, that day, yes. He left school.
Until he closed school that
Closed
day.
school, that day, yes. And I said to him, Abduddin, I am older than you. You know my house. Don't talk to me on anything related to a coup d'etat.
Don't call me on the phone to talk about a coup d'etat. But why was it the case that Abduddin was calling you?
Lan moo tax Abduddin doon la téléphone.
The question is, why was he calling you and telling you about this coup d'etat?
Lan moo tax mu doon la téléphone di la wax mbiri coup d'etat.
That is what I want to say completely. That's why I told him to come to my house.
Proceed.
Egalil.
When he came, he said to me, we were attempting a coup d'etat, but it has been foiled. We want you to assist us and take Ndurucham to where you are in Tuba. I asked him, which way shall I use? They said that they had the pirogues. I told him, Tuba, before you see the sea, you will have to travel something close to 200 kilometers. And I told him that even myself, when I come and I find that the ferry is not in operations, I usually use the Trans-Gambia highway. I said, I am a stone. If I fall into the sea, which has no branches, I told him, I cannot do that. I told him, I have a charm though, which if I give you and you hand over to Ndurcham, it will enable him to leave this country and no one will be able to arrest him.
At this stage, did you know who Ndurcham was?
Jamono bim la wax lolu xamone nga kan moy Ndurcham.
Moy militaire.
They said he was the commander of the soldiers at the time. That was what they told me.
Did you know him before?
I have never set my eyes on him.
Abduddin, when he came to you, did he come alone?
Abduddin, ba mo ñew ci yow mom kenn anda.
When he first came, yes, he came alone.
So after you told him about this charm you had, what happened?
He said, well, let me call the one who was leading. I asked him, is he military? And he said, no, he's a civilian. So I asked him, what is his name? And he said his name was Aliou Job.
Former accountant general.
He said he was the former accountant general. He called him. and told him, speak to the Marabu. I said, no. Speak with him, whatever you discuss, you then tell me. He spoke to him. He said, he told him, well, if he says he can make it, let him tell you how much.
I told him I never charge anybody.
I told him I never charge anybody. I'm a disciple of Serin Saliu. If you know Serin Saliu, if you are wealthy, he prays for you.
As if equally, if you poor, he also prays for you. Please continue.
And I said to him, tell him to come and pick up this charm, since he wants this man to escape, and because if they catch him, they'll kill him. He wanted to come immediately, but I told him to wait. Let me check if there was any appeasements to be made. I will
any charities to be given.
I will tell him before he comes. He asked me what time. So
I told him because it's urgent.
I told him since it's urgent,
5 o'clock.
let them allow me until 5 o'clock. After I prayed the 5 o'clock prayers, then they can come. He came with Abduddin and Ali Job. I told them I saw. Leave it here. Let me pray in your presence. And we release the ram to go. Before it leaves my compound, you know, so no one will catch it here. And that is the same way that Ndurcham will leave this country and no one will apprehend him, if God wills. I gave the charm to Abduddin. I told him one
is enough.
Is enough. But I'll give you 4. I told him this thing usually gets missing so quickly in someone's hands. It doesn't stay long with anyone. I told him I'll give you 4. I gave him the 4 and they took them. Then I gave them to Abduddin and he gave it to him in my presence.
Who did he give it to?
He gave them to Ali Job in my presence.
Then you left.
And they left. They went. That was on a Wednesday.
Then Ali Job.
I did not see him.
Then Abduddin meeting.
Abduddin came and said that he was supposed to go to Guinea-Bissau on a meeting.
That was on another day, right?
Oh.
Wow. Yes. But it said to me that the government have announced that no one will leave the country until they gave clearance. It said to me, assist me. If I do not go, I would be arrested. I said to him, then you have not told me the truth. You said that you weren't a soldier. Why are you afraid then? He said, well, you know, in the issue, many people know me. Myself and Ali Job, the 2 of us were in the office today about 12. At 12, he left and no one has seen him. If I do not leave today, it's possible that tomorrow I would be arrested. Then I said to him, it is not necessary that you leave. You just stay here.
30 minutes.
After he sat down for 30 minutes, I told him the charities he has to make, and then I said to him, these people who said that they will not give you clearance, now if you go to them, they will allow you to go.
And by God's intervention, when he went, they gave him clearance. He called me.
Dakar, Guinea-Bissau, then Dakar, then Gambia.
He told me, I'm taking a flight to Dakar, to Guinea-Bissau, from Guinea-Bissau to Dakar, and then back to Gambia. He said to me, if I am coming, whatever I am supposed to give to you, I'll give to you. I said to him, for me, it could be that you will not meet me here because I'm not staying long here. I will be returning to Senegal. I said to him, I told you, I did not come here because of you. The one who was responsible for my coming has returned back home. That woman gave me £500. And she said that was for my magal.
Then Abdudin
left. Ali Job was arrested the next day on Thursday.
Then
that day that he was arrested, he called me on the telephone. He said that his telephone, behold, his telephone was tapped. So the 10 individuals that he had called, all those individuals were arrested.
The last 10?
Yes. I used to have interactions with people, and my telephone is never off.
24 hours?
For 24 hours. What conversation did you have with Ali Job?
Ali Job
Ali Job said to me, I want you to help me. I said, what happened? He said, the soldiers that have been arrested, it's today that they are going to speak on television. I said to him, Ali Job, are you a soldier? He said to me, no. And I said to him, then why are you afraid? He said to me, I just wanted to help me. And then he gave me the names of some soldiers who have not yet been arrested. And he said that I should intervene so that they do not get arrested. I should pray for them so that they would not get arrested. I said, well, it's fine. Give me the names, and then he gave me the names. Which names did he give you? The names of the soldiers who were yet to be arrested. Do you remember any of them?
Tumbul
Tamba's name, you mentioned to me. Lantombo.
Musa Jame.
And Musa Jame. And other names that I have forgotten. And he mentioned those names in connection with what? That they too were involved in the coup attempt.
Tumbul Tamba, Lantombo, Musa Jame.
Proceed.
Egalil.
I said to him, it's okay, by God's grace, they will not be arrested. I said to him, since you have said that you are not a soldier, and you know nothing about the coup attempt, I said, well, let's leave everything in the hands of God. Behold, he was arrested. He was already in custody at the time he was speaking to you. And I did not know.
Then,
that was on a Thursday,
Aljuma,
on Friday,
Sunday,
Saturday,
Dimas,
Sunday. Monday, I left to go to a naming ceremony in Gunjur. The husband of the lady was an Ostas. He was having 3 wives. And whomsoever he marries for 2-3 years and does not bear a child, they accuse him of not being potent enough.
Then manyo sende ke Badibu Gunjur.
So I came to their village in Badibu Gunjur.
Mune munyo ak jabara mune ma dama bëgg nga ñaanal ma suma jabar.
He came there with his wife and asked me to pray for the wife.
Mune ko pour lan mune ma pour jabar. Mune ko man duma Yalla de.
I asked him for what reason, and he said for a child, and I said to him, I am not God.
Mune ko yeen ustaz da ngeen di lambat.
I said, you ustazis, you are not always permanently in one place.
Mune ko Yalla so koy ñaan da nga wara gëm li ma ñaan dama am.
I said to him, when you are praying to God, you have to have faith that what you pray for, you are going to get.
Yalla boo koy ñaan nga am ñaar xel doo ko gis.
But if you pray to God and you have 2 minds, you don't always get what you want.
Mu reetaan.
He laughed.
No man duma ustaz de.
He said he was not an ustaz.
Damay jàngale fii rek ñu ne moo tax ñu ma ustaz waaye duma ustaz.
It's only that I teach here, that is why they call me ustaz, but I'm not really an ustaz.
Ma dégg na yow Bunje nga ne Bunje sa xarit la.
I heard that you say Bunjeng is your friend.
Bunje mooy suma sëriñ.
And Bunjeng is my marabu.
Ma ne ko kon na léegi gëm naa la léegi.
Then I said to him, well, now I believe you now.
Ma ne ko inshallah.
I said, if God wills it.
Ma ne ko bu dee am na doom bu góor.
If she has a male child,
nga tuddal ko Serigne Touba.
Name him after Serigne Touba.
Ma ne ko bu dee jigéen la.
And if it is a female child,
nga tuddal ko Maam Jaara mooy yaay Serigne Touba.
Name her after Maam Jaara, the mother of Serigne Touba.
Yàlla def jabaraw ëmb.
By God's grace, the wife got pregnant.
Mu wasin mu nekk doom bu jigéen.
And she gave birth to a female child.
Moom tamu sàmm kàddam ñu laajte ñu ne man dama génn dama tukki.
And he stuck to his promise, and he inquired about me, and they told him that I had traveled.
Mu ne fan.
And he asked where.
Ñu ne dafa tukki dafa dem beneen réew.
And they told him that he has traveled to another country.
Ñu ne ko léegi dañuy aji ngénte ba ma ñëw ñu def ngénte bi.
So they said they were going to suspend the naming ceremony until I return.
Postpone. Léegi ñu ñëw Magal Touba.
So they came to the Magal in Touba.
Mu ne ma sa ñaan bi nangu na.
He said to me, your prayers have been answered.
Suma jabar am na doom.
My wife has a baby.
Waaye dañ ko name after sa sëriñ yaayam waaye dama bëgg nga tawee ci ngénte bu mag bi.
We have named her after the mother of your sering, but we want you to be present at the naming ceremony. I asked him when, and he said the Monday coming.
Inshallah. You promised my wife,
I said, okay, but I said if you could postpone it, and he said, no, we had postponed it already. And I told him, but you have seen the visitors here. If at all we went,
then I knew.
I will come. I will come. And that was how things are until this woman called me to see me before she returned back to the UK. The lady returned on Friday.
Saturday, Sunday.
I went to Gunjur for that naming ceremony. We were there and we saw the soldiers passing around patrolling, looking out for Ndur Cham. I came by my own from Gunjur and I spent the night here in Kirsering. That was on a Monday. On Tuesday, my in-laws had a funeral here. Because it had happened in my absence, I thought I could go there and pay my condolences. I returned. One that used to come to my place. I told him I am tired. I just came from the Magal. From the Magal, I came and met a particular lady. From there, I went to Gunjur for the naming ceremony, and today here I am tired. If anybody comes, tell them that today I am not able to meet anyone.
Fafadera.
The dad who is now late, Pafadera, was the Muslim at the mosque here in Fajara. In Kirsering. He told me I will not do it. We have gone to Sering Sali. Pay our respects to Sering Sali several times. Sering Sali, I will not just say he is your father, he can even be your grandfather. He said to me, he used to sit down from morning until night time and people come there to greet him. And he said, you are our Sering Sali here. I told him, he told me, get up and sit down and pray for people. And I started. People lined up. I think only 3 people came in. The third person, even before that person went out, at that time I got a call from Kololi that they were in Kololi. I said, I'm not in Kololi, I am in Kirsering. At this stage, did you know who the caller was? He said to me, Marina. I said to him, I'm not in Kololi. At that time, Ali Job was in their vehicle and he knows me. He could not have missed the way. And what I am saying, Ali Job, as I am talking to you and Abdul, they are listening to me. I do not know the 2 of them. He came and went inside. And I said to him, do you not see the line? How did he get to know where you are in Kirsering? Because when they were coming to Kirsering, I told them when they come, let them go to the Alcalos compound. I am not someone that can hide in Kirsering. I said to him, go to the Alcalos compound. When I was coming to Kirsering, the people of Kirsering are listening to me.
They don't have garage.
There was no garage yet. I was the one who intervened and they were able to get... I prayed for there to be a garage at Kirsering. That time, the people of Kirsering, if they want to go to Serekunda, they'll go to Senegambia or Sanchaba to both people. I asked the alkali if they had a space and he said by the mosque. I took soil. I prayed on the soil and I threw it. And I said to him, vehicles will come here. 3 days. The vehicles started coming into Kirsering and calling out for passengers to Serekunda. MashaAllah. The vehicles used to start and then they will stop. So they went to the police and they put their documents. And they said any vehicle that takes passengers, they should come to Kirsering. Or they will take you to the police. That up to now it's more than 15 years. Up till date, the garage is functioning. People of Kirsering, they are listening to me. If what I am saying is a lie. But when I had this difficulty... Just a moment. So you directed these people to come to the Alcalos place. Do you know whether they did that? Legi nak nga digal len pour ñu ñew ci kër alkali bi xam nga ndax def nañ lolu they did that. And who directed them to your house? Alkal. And mo len digal sa kër alkal. And when they arrived, what happened? Legi bañ exé nak lu xew alkal xamna limu gis ci gannaaw. There was something that the alkalo saw behind. Mo ko tital mom mi len won mom ngay roto non la delo bayam gani fu. That frightened him. He had a vehicle. That was how he left the group and went away. What do you think he saw that frightened him? Lan nga foog ne loolu la gis lu ko war a tiital. Ko ñaar auto bu ndaw. There were 2 small vehicles.
Ak ñaar pick-up military ñoo nga di am sen
And 2 pickups with soldiers having big guns.
Bi ñu ñëw ba tollu digante suma diganta ñoom des na 200 meters ñu taxaw pick-up dañ taxaw ñu bàyyi auto bu ndaw alkal bi ñu ñëw.
When they came up to, they were left with just about 100 meters to where I was. The pickups stood there, and it was these 2 small vehicles and El Carlo who proceeded to where I was.
Man ci manama ki manako yow kana gis lo rambi?
And I said to him, do you not see the line? And who was it that you were talking to, that you told that?
Kan nga doon wax nonu nan ko xana gisuloo rang bi?
Ko xamako suma tamala man yow kana gisuloo rambi?
I don't know him. That was why I asked him if he has not seen the line.
Man I don't auto telephone.
And he said, I was the one who called you on the telephone. I said to him, those who are seated here, you are not better than them. I told him, go and sit on the line. He said to me, my boss is the one who said that you should go. And I told him, go and tell your boss to come. I told him, excuse us, I'm discussing with someone and you are not supposed to hear what we are discussing. Go outside and wait. He went outside. When that person was ready and came out, someone was to come in, but then he came in again. He said to me, you are an elderly person. That is why I do not want to embarrass you here. When he said that, the hairs on my head stood. I knew that this was a government official. I said, so what now? And he said, come outside and answer to him. I said, well, tell him to come here and answer to me here. I said, do you not see the people outside here? Do you want them to know the reason why we came here? I said, well, let me get up. At that time, I used to wear 2 shirts. I had removed my bigger overall, and I was only left with my small shirt. I said, wait, let me take the big overall and put it on. So since my mind was saying to me that these people are people of government officials, the type of charm that I gave them to charm, I had one of them. I said, let me pick one of them and take it along. I looked for it, but I couldn't find it. I looked into my bag, even though it's always inside my bag. And I did not see anything in my bag. I had one other charm. I said, wait, let me go and pick that one. And I made that all of the charms were mixed up. I said, well, since he said it's at the front of the gate, let me just go. And that was how I went out. As soon as I came out, he told me, get into the vehicle. I said, no. He said to me, get inside. I told him I'm not getting inside. And he said, I don't want people to know the reason why I came here. He said, just here, just here. The one who was in the vehicle opened the vehicle door. And then I went inside. He came inside too and he closed the door.
Then
Then I heard someone said behind me, where is your son? And I looked behind. And it was Aliu Job. I said, behold, this is it. I said, well, it's fine. I didn't tell me anything, and I just kept quiet like that.
20 meters.
The vehicle ran for about 20 meters. The one who was driving asked, where is this mobile phone? In Mandinka.
Wow, she's Mandinka.
In Mandinka, yes. And they said to them, we have now the Shereng in custody. I said, well, this is not a small thing. All of that time, I was taking it easy. We went to the Costa Road. We went past the traffic light. When we got to where they play the football, my wife was surprised. She called my line to know where I was going to. The boy picked up the telephone and said to her, the dad is busy. That was where I wanted to bite my ring. My ring, so that the people will somersault and we all die. I said Shereng Tuba, who was under the captivity of the Europeans. And no one will say that Shereng Tuba has killed any white person. And if I, who is a disciple of Shereng Tuba, I would not kill anybody. And I forgot that plan. I went along with them until we got to Banjul. I know the NIA. When we got inside, I knew this is the place. When we got inside, they took our belongings. Why boy mom kusanta busola NIA busola santa. The boy whose name is Busol. So suma mobile bi dama dugal for 500 pounds bi jigen bi dama dugal ko suma jacket mobile bi. I put the 500 pounds that the white lady gave to me inside the jacket of my mobile phone. Mobile bobu gisuma ko. I have not seen that mobile phone. 500 pounds bobu gisuma ko. I have not seen the 500 pounds. My son went there on several occasions. Eventually, they told him that if he went there again, they were going to arrest him. Who did you give the mobile phone to? That NIA Buso. Can I just mobile be? The NIA officer, that Buso. Proceed, please. Buso bente ana mobile be. Up till now, I cannot see the mobile phone. This was how they took me. Where inside the NIA premises did they take you? NIA I'm a story building. As you get inside, you know there is a story building. You will go upstairs. That is where the place was. The people who were there were more than 30 people. So you called it a panel, isn't it? Well, they said that was a panel. Could you tell us the members of that panel that you can remember? Usman Sonko. IGP. At the time he was the IGP. Lantombo. Tumbulutamba. Last name. Lantombo. Last name. Lantombo nakalasanda. Tamba. Proceed. Tumbulutamba. Usa Jamme. Aki Mohamed Aydara. And Mohamed Aydara. Mohamed Aydara manaka suma loxo ndeyjor. Mohamed Aydara was by my right hand side. Suma chamagne my left hand side Fode Bare. You bari. Many others. No confirm. Well there. You commenced to malaite. They began to question me. I told them, you will just... What did they ask you? Whether I knew anything about the coup d'etat, and I told them I knew nothing about the coup d'etat. I told them Dur Cham is someone I cannot tell whether he's dark in complexion or fair in complexion. I've never set my eyes on him. And Dur Cham himself has never seen me personally. I said to them, Ali Job, Abduddin. These are the two that I know. And they are not soldiers. I said to them, Ali Job is here. Ask him. I said to him, ask him. They said to me, well, when we are ready, you will speak. I said, well, it's fine.
We were there until around 11 when my prayer time was due. I told them that I have to pray. And they said to me, pray? I said, yes. They said, well, that's fine. I was insisting that I will pray. And then they said, well, leave this guy to go and pray. They said, let one soldier escort me so that I can perform my ablution. Open the door to the bathroom, and he stood there with a gun. I asked him, if at all it was your dad who was easing himself, would you stand there with a gun? If it was Yajami himself, would you stand there with your gun? He said to me, I do not believe you. I don't trust you because they said that you can fly. I told him that's a lie. I said, then, well, let's go. When we came, one of the friends said to me, Dad, you are so quick. Well, I said to Mandinka, this guy said that I was standing over me as I was easing myself, and normally I don't stand when I'm doing that, urinating. Okay, and so that man said to me, Mandinka, so that's what he said to you. Then he said, well, let's go down. And he too held his gun.
You are testifying in Wolof. You will give your closing remarks.
Okay. Then
so this boy told me, let's go downstairs. He showed me the bathroom and told me to go in there. I had a Quran inside in my pocket, and I did not want to go with it inside the bathroom, so I removed it and I removed my overall. And I handed it to the soldier and my prayer beads as well. And I went inside. I poured water. I urinated. And then I performed. And he said, no, don't perform ablution there. Come outside. I went outside and he gave me the kettle.
In the end, were you allowed to pray, to perform your prayers?
I prayed on the ground there. I did not go upstairs.
And after your prayers, were you taken back upstairs?
Yes, upstairs.
And what happened there?
That was where Tumbul Tamba gave orders that since I refused to speak, let the soldiers who were having their guns point their guns at me. I counted all of those people and they were 12.
And my mind went to Serintuba.
My mind went to Serintuba. That it was also said that it was 12 soldiers who pointed their guns at him. The order was that they should shoot him. I said, I have not seen in Tuba, but I see 12 guns being pointed at me. Just as we are here. When if they should fire those guns, I was not going to be the only one to die. I knew that, and I said, well, if it comes to dying, then all of us here, we are going to die. I said, well, give the order, let it come. I said, me, when I'm sleeping and they want me to wake up, they collect me with a gun. I said that to him. Because at that time, I was overboard.
And Hydra
was seated by my right.
Last day.
He said, you see, that's your last lunch. He said, here is supakanja. Here is roasted meat. He said, you Senegalese, you like chebujen. Here is chebujen.
I told him, you are such a big liar. Said, you are such a liar. Baba Saw was seated over there, a little man. He got up from where he was. And he said to me, do you not know that this man is our boss? And then I'm telling that cassette, they will not allow it to go into public domain. I told them, even if you were Yaya Jammeh, I would say the same thing. Did he do that? Did he do anything upon hearing that? Man? Yes, Baba Saho, you said he walked Baba Saho he came and slapped me. Usman Sonko too came and slapped me. At that time, it was the IG. Did anybody say anything? No one say anything there. All this that was happening, you said there's a cassette. Was it being recorded? Who are the ones in custody of the cassette? I'm asking whether it was being video recorded. What you are doing here, whatever you want to go out is what goes out. But in that case, was it actually being video recorded? Yes or no? That's what they said. I did not see the cameraman, but I saw the head of GRTS at the time. Cinema minga gadole da ngay indi cinema di film ci baykat ñu xol lool mo ligue Morsanya man xamna Morsanya mu fa no Morsanya used to come to our village in Yalal and played films man ko man dina ragal koku. Do you think I'll be afraid of such a person? Yeah, but did you have a conversation with him, Morsanya? Amna ben kaddu dox sa dig man ko bima ñoo ngan def dañu binda ben ki xank blackboard def binda suma tour def ko suma baat man bu ko da nga wara dem ci television. He said to me, I want you to speak, because when I came, they wrote my name on a plank of wood and they put a string around it and they hooked it on my neck and they said that he told me that they want you to go over television and speak. What were you to talk about on television? To talk about my involvement in the coup d'etat, and I told him that I am not involved in the coup d'etat. Did they ask you to say anything to or about Yaya Jammeh? They told me to tell Yaya Jammeh to pardon me, that I am part of the coup d'etat, and I refused. That day, apart from the slapping by two individuals you mentioned, Baba Saho and Usman Sonko, did anything happen? No. Okay. After your interrogation, what happened? So on Tuesday, you deal with mile 2. After 6 o'clock, Usman Sonko mile 2. They took me to mile 2. It was Tumbul Tamba who came and told them to take me to mile 2 around 6. You told us earlier on that when Ali Job called you on the phone, he asked you to pray for him and 3 other people who were part of the coup but were not yet arrested. And he gave you the names Tumbul Tamba, Musa Jammeh, and Langtombong Tamba. How did you feel when you saw these people in the panel? Legi Ali Job bim la oyon ci téléphone bi daf la waxon ne nga ñaanal ñetti nit yo xamne bëggon na nga ñaanal leen Musa Jammeh Tumbul Tamba ak Langtombong Tamba legi yow nga ñew dajé ñom jakarlo ñom fofu bi nga leen gisé yow lo yek xawma leen I did not know them ko Tumbul Tamba kéro gis na ko man dama dégg Tumbul Tamba man ki de turam dégg na turam. That day I saw Tumbul Tamba, and I heard his name. Then I said, well, this guy, I have heard his name. Musa Jammeh, well, for Musa Jammeh, he exposes himself. He usually will say, I am Musa Jammeh.
Lantombong too, I was told this is Lantombong. I knew him only by name. Alujo told me his name.
But you were told, from your testimony, you were told that these people were also involved in the coup, but were not yet captured. How did you feel seeing them sit there and interrogating you about being involved in the coup? How did you feel?
Legi hamna yow dañ la waxon ne ñett ñooñu nang leen ñaanal dañ bokk ci coup d'état bi waaye jàppa guñ leen léegi nga ñëw yow nag ñu jàppala di la won ne da nga bokk ci coup d'état nga gis leen ñoom ñu ngi toog loo yëg
ñoom ñu ngi bokk ci ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi laa laaj yow sa bokk ci coup d'état boobu lan nga naka nga gisee woon mbir moomu
dafa nekk ci man cinéma
It was a cinema to me.
Yow ma ñaanal
Because you that I have prayed for, so that you will not be arrested. And you in turn called me to question me whether I am part of the coup d'etat. That is a cinema.
Did you make it known to them?
No.
So at the end of your interrogation, they took you to mile 2.
Tey mo suma last de mo won ko defay fen duma lakate duma de dama ko bëgg mu won wrong man ko té duma gëné mal fekkal ma fofu wax na ko lol fo de bar mu ngi dund mo laaj fo de dana wax na lol
They gave me food to eat and I told them, this guy said this is my last meal. I refused to eat. I told them that I will not eat to prove him wrong and I will still live. For the body is alive and he can testify to that.
No. Did you say duma gëna te fekkuma mile 2?
And I said, I will not leave mile 2 until he comes there and meets me there.
Mile 2?
Then they took me to mile 2. And I said, is this necessary to take me to mile 2? They did not take me to court.
I'm a lawyer.
And I don't have a lawyer. I said, court is to remand someone.
We'll be to 6 o'clock. The
only delay at mile 2 was only up to 6 o'clock because I was checking my clock.
We arrived at mile 2 at 6 p.m.
When we came, they took my watch, took my cap, and I told them the cap wasn't going. They wanted to take my scarf too. I told them they wanted to take my bag. I said no problem.
My charms,
and my ring too.
Ring too?
Nothing will be left in my They wanted to take my Quran too, but they didn't see what was inside my pocket. They took me. That was where I got to know Tamsir.
Tamsir who?
Tamsir Jase.
Tamsir Jase. He said, where I am, I don't have a mattress. I said to him, you are the one that I was fearful of. I thought you were if I had known that you were an accused, I would have asked you to come along. He said, I am here for 3 days and each day they used to beat me up. I said, why did you not tell me?
Apart from Tamsir Jase, did you find there any public figure, any notable person?
lu uté ak Tamsir Jase ndax gis nga fa keneen ci ay nit ko xamné ku siiw la
dañuy dem ñu fanaan
when we went there and spent the night
ñu fanaan borset
next day
bo aral bala
that was on a Wednesday
nga bes bo la wara dem ci lel nga bo nek julli demulo ci lel ben dew julli de
that was the day that we are supposed to go for the initiation ceremony.
Legi aral bobu lañ wara dem lel bi
that was the Wednesday that we were supposed to go for the initiation ceremony.
Même suma nek sama bo goudi 12 su dama jogi def ma nafla.
Even I am on my own by 12 I used to get up and make my prayer.
By midnight I do my nafila.
Ma jog jappa
I got up and perform my ablutions, after which I noticed someone knocked on my door. And then I saw that the cell door, my cell door was open. I said I was slow in performing my ablution. I was waiting for...
I said to myself, I wish I had performed this ablution earlier. Someone is coming to my rescue. Little did I know that I was going to be in serious trouble.
Because when they opened the door, what I saw, the people who were in balaclava,
in charge for Omar Koli.
There was one
big name Jagai.
Lantombo was in charge, Omar Koli. They call him Jagai.
I saw one person there. Langtombong was in charge of him. He's called Jagai from Mandinari.
Wow. Lantombo mo ko indi for mile 2 pour état bi pour képp nga da ngay génné goudi moy ñoo jël sa tour motax képp ku ñaan sa mbokk réer na téel Jagai.
Lantombo was the one they brought there so that anyone who was being taken out of the prison should write your name.
How do you know that?
So that anyone who was...
in the prison officer, cell.
Anyone that was taken out of prisons at that time at night, it was Jagai. It was Jagai who normally come with the prison officers. And
Jagai, papa.
MC Cham is here. He can even be my father. I know him very well.
My question is, how do you know that Jagai was placed at the prisons by Langtombo?
Nakanga hamene Jagai Langtombo moko tek fofu ci prison bi.
I was in prison for 9 years. What I know about the prisons, even David Colley, who is director, doesn't know it.
Okay, but because you've made an important accusation against Langtombong, I just want to know your source of knowledge, your source of information. How do you know that Jagai was placed at the prison or posted at the prison by Langtombong?
Xam nga li nga wax fi tuuma bu rëy la ci kaw Langtombong loolu tax ma di la laaj naka nga xamee ne Jagai Langtombong moo ko ebal foofu ci kaso bi.
It's not an allegation.
Okay, let's do it this way. Jagai, which government service did he work for?
Jagai moom ci ban fànn la liggéey ci
State House.
At the time, he worked at the State House.
Was he a military officer?
Military officer.
Was a military officer, and up till date he's working.
At the time, what position did Langtombong hold?
Jamono boobu ban maxaama la Langtombong yore woon?
Langtombong xam nga jamono boobu moo nekk bi ki génn Ndour Thiam moo nekkoon oversee.
At that time, when Ndour Thiam was out of the position, he was the one overseeing the military.
So your belief is that because Langtombong was the acting head of the army, he must have posted Jagai to the prison?
Bon daal yow li nga gëm mooy jamono jooju Langtombo moom lañ dénkoon njiit yaa gi ci soldaar gi bon mel loolu moo tax nga foog ne
Jagai du ko doon nëbbu Jagai am du ko doon nëbbu jantam mu ne ma Langtombo mooy pot ku muy def lu tax ma bëmu loolu tam man nekk naa fa ñëw suma moro suma gaañ yóbbu nga ni suma gaañ mu suma yaram fii suma moro rek la yóbbu militaire rek la yóbbu hôpital
Jagai
wala kii waa docteur rek la ñëw si office David.
Jagai never made a secret of it. He said it himself. My wounds are here as testimony.
mu ne suma boss.
Step by step. Okay. Did Jagai say to you that he was posted there by Langtombo?
Lola mo.
Ñu jël ko ndanka Jagai ci boppam moom daf la wax ne Langtombo moo ko fa ebal.
He said that to me himself.
Okay, let us proceed. On that early morning, midnight, your cell door opened, Jagai was there in front of you. What did he say to you?
Waa léegi xaaju guddi boobu sa buntu cell bi ubbeeku Jagai taxaw jàkkaarloo yow lan la wax?
Munuma kaay.
He said to me, come.
I
said, let me collect my haftan. Inside because I had used it as my bed sheet on the floor.
Marrakech. Marrakech do mile too.
When I was going to the prisons, I had this particular shoes they call Marrakech, and he said that one does not go into mile 2.
And foot tank and then do mile 2.
So I went into mile 2 barefooted.
Okay, and did they take you away?
Why you name?
Yes, they took me away.
Were you alone when you were taken away?
MC Cham ngi Gambia bu de deewul.
MC Cham ko gis astagfirullah yalla.
Damay wax rek.
MC Cham is in the Gambia. Ask him. We were in the same vehicle. Myself.
And man xam ne dañ ma soxla. Bu ñu jël ci suma ñëk dugal dañ ma ki moy sëriñ bi.
I knew that they needed me because as they got inside, I was identified that this is the Sering.
That is when you arrived at mile 2.
Lolu moy jamono ji nga éggé mile 2.
Waaw way guddi bi ñuy dem guddi bobu. Ma xam jaama taxu ñuy dem de.
But the night we were going, it was not any peaceful at all.
Man da fay mu mus fi dama wara mus fi de.
I said I have to be very smart here.
Ñi dem ñun ñep ñi ngi handcuff ci gëna té bima ñëw bëcëk de kenn handcuff ma.
They handcuffed us behind. And when we were coming, we were not handcuffed. So
when we were being taken to the prison during the afternoon, we were not on handcuff. But this time around, early hours of the morning, we were taken in handcuffs. I knew that it wasn't going to bode well for us.
Proceed.
They took 2 plastic bags and they hooded me with them. So that we would not know where we were going. After they put the 2 plastic bags over here, God put air into my mouth and
right.
The plastic bags got into my mouth.
Okay.
I bit on it, I chewed on it, and there was a hole through which I was able to breathe.
And they did not know.
They did not know.
We continue.
We continue.
MC Cham ñëw rek clam dafa jëk tangam ma gis gaay pousse ko dal ci kaw militaire.
When MC Cham came and was trying to climb, they pushed him and he fell over. And I said to myself, I have learned something from you. Well, I said, my hands are also handcuffed. I cannot climb. And as they tried to hold me, as I put my head inside a little bit, I fell on the soldiers there.
MC Cham
was screaming that the handcuffs were tight. Mine were not tight, but I was also screaming that mine were tight. Went like that until we arrived. I said, here, I am not going to be the first to alight. I don't speak English, but I heard them saying, the Marabu is here. I said, here, I'm not climbing down, except if you come and pick me up. MC Sam alighted and they started beating him up and they said, it's the Sering. And he shouted back, I am not the Sering. He said, the Sering is on the vehicle. They brought me down. They started beating me up. I said, this is not a joking matter now. But they were taking 7 apiece. After the 7 beat you and are done, the other 7 will come and beat you up.
Were you able to recognize those who were beating you?
I didn't get that.
Were you able to identify any one of them?
No, I could not, but when they called their names, I used to memorize it.
Did you hear any names being mentioned?
Wow. Yes.
Which ones?
Malik
Jata. He took a knife. He shaved my beard.
How did you feel about that?
It's been more than 30 years since I last shaved, and that was where I cried.
Why did you cry? Why did you cry?
That is the way of the Prophet.
He said if you want to identify a Muslim, is through the beard. Even if you died in the bush, your beard will identify you as a Muslim. So I said, why would he do this to me?
You thought it was an attack on your religious beliefs.
I cried because there was a time I was looking for a visa to go to England, and they asked me to shave my beard, and I told them I would not. Even the official there suggested to give me his own money to go to a barber to shave, but I refused. But I said I
my sponsor asked why I didn't do it, and I said even if I had saved my beard, God could have taken my life even before I get to England. So I would. So okay, all right. So I refused to save my beard because this was important to me. So let us proceed. Apart from saving your beard by Malik Jatta.
It took a knife and threatened to kill me,
to slaughter me.
I thought he was joking, but when he started to cut and I saw blood coming out, I said, this man is and at that time he was smelling, the stench of alcohol was coming from him. Even in their vehicle, the stench of alcohol, kana, drugs, you get it at the NIG.
So, but what happened? He started to slaughter you? He started
to slaughter me, but someone came and told him to stop. I can swear, I swear by the Quran here.
My belief is that that intervention must have been made by Shereng Salim Mbake.
When he took my knife, this was where he stabbed me, Malik Jatta. Salamanjang. If he is the Gambia or anywhere, you'll hear me. He took a razor blade and cut my ear. There was one other boy, a jungler. I don't know his name. He took my foot and placed it on a block and told me, you said you are Shereng. You are going back with one foot.
The same person intervened and told him to leave the Shereng alone, to leave the Marabu alone. He too stopped and he lifted off the knife. Just a moment. The person who placed your foot or your leg on the brick and started cutting it with a knife, you said you can't remember his name. Is that case?
Tekke ci ko hair commencé na dafa dok sa tanka bi nga ne mënuloo ko xàmmee.
mana ko Ismaila Jammeh wax naa la ko Ismaila Jammeh bi mu ko dagg kii ñëw ma ne ko Ismaila Jammeh foofu laa xam turam.
When he was cutting and this guy came and called him Ismaila Jammeh, that was where I got to know his name.
You said something like Jungle. Do you recall exactly the name of that group of people?
Dang fi tudda lu mel ni jongo la ndax yow fàttale ko nga kurel boobu ñoom ñan la
ma fàttale ko bi Malik Jatta ki xam nga ki Malik Alhaji Martin ñëw na encore yokk suma mbuus suma bopp encore
Alhaji Martin came and added the polythene bags over my head.
nga ñaar yu bu njëkk a dugg boobu mat naa bum.
No, the first two that they put over my head,
ñaar
and then they came and added other two.
Ngelaw ñëw encore ëff loolu ngelaw mu
Here came inside, and I also beat on the I beat on the polythene bag, and that was when
who did that? Who hit you?
Alaji Martin.
Your testimony is that Alaji Martin did what?
Alaji Martin def.
Alaji Martin
when he put the polythene bags over my head, he took a hammer and hit me on my head.
How did it feel when you received that blow?
I fainted. I fell.
This man is dead.
They were even scared, and they said this man is dead. There was one lady. I forgot her name, whether it was Madam What they did to her is not necessary for me to narrate, but she knows it. She was a lawyer. When I was going, I went with MC Cham, but I went together with her. She was so weak that they thought she was dead. When we were coming, they were scared themselves, and they said the Shereng is dead.
What do you mean? You mean when you were being returned to Mile 2? At this stage, where was MC Cham?
That was where I left MC Cham.
That day, as you were being beaten, were they asking you questions?
They asked me if I knew anything about the coup d'etat. I told them they would kill me, but I know nothing about the coup d'etat.
You were returned to Mile 2 afterwards.
Were
you taken to the NIA again?
Yes, after 2 weeks. They took me back, but they did not beat me.
But how about your other fellow detainees? Because a lot of people were arrested with regards to this case. What happened to them?
I was at the fourth cell. When you get to confinement, that's where they put me, because they said they did not trust me. They thought that I would fly away. But they did not know that was the best cell in number 5. Because there you can get Others will say that their cells were hot, but I was
Others would say number 5 was hot, but I wasn't feeling it. It was the best cell to be in.
Because I had 3 windows. Small window.
What happened to the others?
Wasa Kamara was so beaten that when I saw him, I felt sorry for him.
Who else did you know was beaten?
Christian. When they took him for the 3rd time, he was electrocuted.
For the 4th time, he was electrocuted. And who else did you know was tortured?
Bunja Dabo. He broke his hand. When I came out, I told him that they hit me with a hammer. I told him that I was hit by a hammer on the head, and they said, that's not true.
Wednesday.
Go ahead.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Thursday,
they did that to me on Wednesday. Thursday night, they took Farin Sanyang and they broke 2 of his teeth. I asked him what happened, and he said to me, Mandinka, they broke my tooth with a hammer. And I said to him, if you said this to me, I'll give you a nasty slap. Since I was telling you the same thing yesterday and you denied it. You know, I told you that you are a jungler. So now what has broken your teeth? I asked him,
What broke your teeth? And he said it's a hammer. I said if I do not think carefully, I will beat you so badly because. You mentioned MC Cham having been there. Was he the only politician who was detained there at that time?
MC Cham move forward. MC Cham
like Conte.
MC Cham like Conte.
Lebanese.
And one Lebanese. I forgot his name. But a native of Makati. How I got to know, because when he saw Wasa, he addressed him as his younger brother. And that was when Wasa told him, this is a disciple of Serene Tuba. And
how about Sirif Diba? Was he?
They did not beat him. But when they elected him, they did not beat him up. They did not beat him up, but the night that Per Mende was he was terrified and crying and he was waiting. He was not beaten, but his problem was he was so terrified that he got sick. In fact, in the morning he could not take bath on his own. He had to be taken by his people. I said to him, well, for you, if they had taken you to where they took us for the initiation ceremony, you probably would have died.
Let's get this straight. The members of the panel were not present when you were being tortured.
Léegi ñi nga xamné ñoom nga wax nonu ñoo bokk ci panel bi ñoom teewuñ woon ba nga xamné ñu la doon def mitital yooyu.
Of course they were there. You will not see them, but they were there.
That is just your belief, right?
That is what happened. Okay. That is what happened.
So ultimately you are prosecuted.
Wow.
Yes.
And you were convicted.
Wow.
Yes.
What was your sentence?
20 years.
And how many years did you serve?
9 years, 4 months, and 15 days.
How did you come to be released?
Before that, I said to them, I'll fast consecutively for 3 years, and I'll only break fast on prayer days. One day sorry.
Just a step backwards. You received severe beating at the NIA. Did you say anything about Jame that angered the soldiers to give you that terrible beating?
Dafa am dara lo wax ci mbiri Jammeh lo xamne mom merlo soldat yi ben door la door miti yoyu.
Kana bima wax de manako gis na ko ngay dawal velode.
I said I saw the end of his government and I saw him riding a bicycle.
And you think that angered the soldiers?
That is what I thought.
So,
how much politics?
Well,
nobody knows me in politics.
So afterwards you served your sentence, you fasted 3 years, you assured that you would leave Mile 2 alive and it would be on a Friday.
Yes.
Proceed.
Père Gourmel.
There is a Christian. He was the one who prepared my food to breakfast every day. I sympathize him so much so that in the end I even forgot my own condition. They never wanted Per to leave prison. They wanted him to die. So he called me and said to me, my father, assist me, I'm a Christian.
He told me, I saw what you said to Wasa, and it was one time they took him, and I senior him. And you, it's only one time I saw that you have been taken away. I said to him, well, this thing just caught me unawares. If I had known, I wouldn't have gone. He showed me where he was. I felt so sorry for him that I cried. I even forgot about my own situation.
5 liter bidon bi dama ko naan jël ben 5 liter bidon bu ndaw bi tam man naan because do xam fa jeexal.
He said to me yesterday when I returned, I drank 5 liters of water, and I took the other small bottle and I drank too, because everything was
he was completely dehydrated.
Yes.
Munuma xamna lu war fi ko xam wa daf suma fananon damay dé mine bi ñu tëj sel mine ala bu lay fa bayil ko mu dé fi.
He said when they locked the cell, they said in Mandinka, let him die there. He said,
Inshallah,
help me. And I said, if God wills, they will not take you. And he said to me, they said they are taking me tonight to kill me.
About 12 midnight.
I told him, when that time, when 12 midnight, it comes to 12 midnight, even if you are sleeping, you'll wake up, because the manner in which they used to come Demba said that each time he hears them coming, he used to tie his chest.
And Père
too said that when he heard them coming, he said to himself, this is the last day, and he hit he hit the wall to my cell and said, Mbake, assist me. I told him, no, just calm down, they'll pass. They came and they passed him. They went to others, and that came with him.
Your prayers worked.
It's not my prayers, Allah. They took them away and they came for others. When it's 3 a.m. in the morning, at least.
How frequent was this? How frequent?
They did that for when they were arrested for 3 weeks. They were constantly bringing people in and out.
Okay. Tell us about the conditions at Mile 2 while you were incarcerated there.
Mile 2, nakala fufu melon.
Mile 2 man enemies are
I will not even wish my enemy to be at Mile 2.
Because
first of all, the food that you will not even give it to your dog to eat.
Secretary General.
Joguba is listening to me. I said to him, you are the Secretary General. I said to him, yeah, Jame, despite everything, if you saw the kind of food that they were giving to the prisoners, they will lock all of you up. I said, yeah, Jame is not a bad person. It's the people who are surrounding him who have made him the way he is. And he's someone who listens with only one ear. If someone comes and tells him, Serenfal, I've done this thing, you will not ask Serenfal. You will beat Serenfal. So later on, if he comes to realize the truth, he's always embarrassed to come forward and apologize. I knew that they falsely accused me of being involved in the coup d'etat.
Okay, you were sentenced. Do you know whether any efforts were made to secure your release?
Legi yow tej nañ la ci kasso bi ndax xam nga ndax amna yeen jéego yo xamne amna ñu ko jël pour ñu bayyi la
suma sëriñ
my marabu,
what's his name?
Serigne Salum Mbake.
Serigne Salum Mbake.
What was done to secure your release?
Lan la def
biñu arrêté nga dañu fa ay meeting bi
naka setu link nga ne
He said after our arrest, there was an AU summit in Gambia.
Arrest. Okay.
Serin Salo.
Serin Salo.
Yonna Ablai Wada fee.
He sent Ablai Wada here.
Airport. $14 million. $14 million.
He stopped at the airport.
And what about the $14 million?
$14 million.
By group.
So that they will release the entire group.
And what about the $14 million?
You got $14 million.
He said that he will release us during the AU summit.
Who received that money?
Serin Salo gave it to him to hand over to Yajame so that he could release us.
And you said Yajame promised to release you after the AU summit.
That he will release all of us.
Did he do that?
Definitely.
The meeting be Ablawada the Fardam Benareo. Ablawada was meeting be the Mangafaka King, Mumbai small unity. Ablawada them she meeting Bamuno Faka, you're the Premier Ministry fee. How can one minister how much you can be how much Idris Sekala? Munya Confi. Ablawada knew. Being your Mandamas and telephone guy, you said telling you Ablawada for the Yajamini. Munipula moving that kind of dog. Guy down your famous machine. Kai sit tele. Tell you what you first revealing what of Defno. Man forget they use you. You know, Ablawada key for you and Ablawada, but digging a little. Magis keeping a job. Yajama kite. Do whole kite be. Between the film for Ablawada of Carafana, no lenny. The Homer. You go some of saying, President, I'm going to get another Limuda was saying, I'm going to the Ram. Many walk on it. Kimu Biso Senegal.
No, he said when Ablaiwada returned, during the meeting he was being represented by the Prime Minister. I can't tell who the Prime Minister was at the time. Could have been the lady or could have been Idrissa Seka. But when Ablaiwada came, it was showed on television. In fact, my fellow prisoners came to me to ask me to come and watch what was being shown on telly. I saw that Ablaiwada wrote a note and sent it to Yaya Jammeh and was gesturing to him questioningly. But afterwards, Ablaiwada left. He was disappointed that Yaya Jammeh did not see through his promise. He had promised to do something. Ablaiwada told his marabu, but Yaya Jammeh did not follow through. Continue, please.
And that was how Ablaiwada returned back to Senegal.
The
following week,
we were in the
he sent in a grandchild.
What's the person's name?
Imbas.
Serin Bass.
What's his full name?
Serin Bass back. Serin Bass back.
There are lots of Serin Bass in Tuba. Serin Bass Abdul Hader, Serin Bass Mutara.
Serin Bass Abdul Hader because more on protocol.
Serin Bass Abdul Hader was the protocol officer.
Porte parole.
When you go down CRC, you command Serin Tubal.
Said, go and check this guy. I am a son of Serin Tubal. Tell him to be comfortable. He will live in peace. What I am supposed to do, I have done all. But this man, what he has said over television, this grace will follow him. And I said that, and that this grace will follow Jammeh. When he's leaving this country, this grace will follow him. And that has happened.
This emissary, did you meet him? This emissary, Serin Bass Abdul Hader.
Serin Bass Abdul Hader,
yes, he saw me. They thought he was. They thought he was a Senegalese ambassador. When he requested to see me, they did officer. That prison officer, because they did not take me serious. Alicia said it here. Why are you not always taking Serin Fall? It's your turn to take him. He said to me, come, let's go. So we went. The Marabu came. That day, the The current was off.
On pa Diouf keram Birkama mané courant dafa coupé. At
Pajuf's house in Brikama, his electricity was cut off because he has not paid his bills.
Legi Serembi yekti 20,000 mun ko jox officer bi. Man there is no allow.
So the Sereng removed 20,000 CFA wanted to give to the officer, and I said to him, no, this is not allowed.
He
said to me, what I'm supposed to give to your wife, I have already given it to her. This is for him. And I said to him, no, this is not allowed here. I said, I did that because I knew that these people, they did not take me to be anybody of significance.
So the essence of St. Bas's trip to you was to give you the assurance from Sereng Salu that you would be released eventually.
He said I should persevere. All this allegation, Sereng Tuba too, they allege against him. Even Yusuf too, the prophet, they allege against him. He said, you are a disciple of Sereng Tuba. If you are accused of a coup d'etat, he said to me, if you were working on a coup d'etat, I would have known.
But you served your sentence and eventually you were released.
Yes, I was left with 6 months.
You were pardoned.
They said that we were pardoned. What I prayed, I told them 3 years that on this particular day, on a Friday, I would go home. And they heard, and they are listening to me, they can remember it. One day I told Pierre, our prayers have been answered. The Sereng said that we are leaving on this particular day, which is going to be on a Friday. When was Yajame's pardon? It was on a Wednesday.
Could you say that again? The relatives of some of our colleagues spent the night outside Mile 2 prison, expecting that we were going to be released that day, but we weren't.
I told tell your wife not to come. She just waste her time because we are not going home today. And Wasa too. There were two people that I respected a lot.
No, there are 2 people there who revered me more than the others. List of who?
The 9 people that were killed, he took the list.
Aluba.
We are from the same village, Aluba.
Lieutenant Aluba.
Lieutenant Aluba. LF Jamme.
LF Jamme.
Ki. Lamin Jaju.
Lamin Jaju.
Lamin Dabo. Bakwata.
Lamin Dabo Bakwata.
Deng. Aki. Koksa Dofla sa. Buyaka Dofla.
In the end, he lost his mind.
And Buyaka, he was mental.
Ki Sonko tam longtang ine ko tuma rew ko jigen nga ko don teral ine ka dafa ray ko ngete ko ngene ko ray ko.
Sonko too was accused of raping a woman he hosted. And two was killed.
Jibiba wa Senegal la mom dafa jóge Senegal bi mu am semaine dañ ko tuma dafa ray na mu ne gisul niw.
He came here from Senegal just after 1 week and he was accused of killing someone and the cops was not found. And they sentenced him to death and they executed him. But on this day when this was happening, for 3 days, Gambians are here, it was raining. I said to them, this will not bode well for Ajame. And also in the
military ñu ne jongle dañu say am loolu dégg naa loolu.
They said that before they executed her, the junglers had
they
had carnal knowledge of her. What happened here?
Gambia, full uniform.
One day I met up with Jagad in Lame. I told him one day.
Hara tuti defal ndanka ñu lapato li nga wax.
Mama Al.
Mën nga ko wax ndanka bamtuwaat ko.
I think I should just leave it at that, Mr. Chair. Thank you very much. No further questions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Faal, for your testimony and coming to share your experience with us.
Jërëjëf Serigne Fall li nga ñëw nii pour séddoo ñun li nga xam ne loolu nga daj.
Commissioners, if you have any questions, please indicate. So then, if no, Serigne Fall, if you have any final remarks to make, please proceed to make them now.
Comme commissioner yi kenn amul lum la laaj bu fekkee ne am nga ay kàddu yu mujj yoo bëgg a gaaral mun nga koo def léegi.
Damay sant Yàlla door a sant Serigne Touba door a waral li ma la wax. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Jërëjëf Serigne Touba jërëjëf Serigne Touba jërëjëf Serigne Saliou Mbacké.
Serigne
Touba jërëjëf Serigne Saliou Mbacké. Du ko du fekk du Serigne Saliou Mbacké du ma toog fii.
If not for Serigne Saliou Mbacké, I wouldn't have been sitting here today.
Tey soo gis maa ngi toog fii gannaaw Yàlla yonent Serigne Touba bi ko ñi seen yéene du ma génne kaso.
My sitting here today, apart from God and the Prophet, if only left for their own intention, I wouldn't have left prison.
Li ma wax mbé fa la Gambia ko li.
What I want to say to Gambia.
Gambia be mu baaklin faaklin.
Council,
Council,
could you ask the witness to slow down?
Slow down, huh?
Gambia. We are
all from the same father and mother. The assistance that the jewelers gave to me, Mandingas have not done that to me. Per is a Manjago. The assistance that Per gave to me, nobody gave that to me. And after we left prison, and we were told that we were released, they said we were pardoned, but that they were going to deport me. And I said, to deport me? I said, this is my daughter. Ask her. And she said, this is my father. Let's go to where the Gambians are. I said, if you can recall, while we were going to court, that time Lantamon came there as a witness when he was a CDS. There were 7 people who were his orderlies as soldiers. After he spoke and he went down, I raised my hand. The judge asked, what is this man saying? And I said to him, tell him to come. I said to him, you have not come to release us. You come to destroy us. I said there was a court martial, but you were not there. He did not go there. But they said we are not men. I'll show you that I am a man. I said to him, I'll say something. Before I leave mile 2, you are going to come and join me there, and they are going to sentence you to death. I said to him, and that must happen. I said that despite the size of the prisons, when Lantombong comes in there, it's going to be close to me. And that was what happened. I thank Ensa Baji, he's a very good man. Ensa Baji. He's a very good man. So, he said that
Na man tere mile 2.
If he did not find in mile 2,
Iba fala.
they'll kill him.
Akate kono manga bagit. A konton.
He said his surname is not Baji. Yes.
Ako Esa Jallo.
He said Esa Jallo.
Hanin tara anko qualify. Nka Esa Jallo.
Even now, that's what I used to call him, Esa Jallo.
Ako nye nka parita mo som Jallo.
I said to him, your wife is Jallo and you are Jola. He said, this is the man who helped me. He was a good man. They have abandoned me. Even now, when he sees me, he used to rush to me. If God had not helped him, one day I saw him used to urinate blood and also vomit blood. I said to him, Esa, go to hospital. He said, I do not trust these people. I am the one who even forced him to go to hospital. At that time, the injuries on my legs were healed and my hand, but the injury on my head up to this now, there's a blood clot there. But I said I did not trust these people. I have to go to Senegal. So, but now you meet with those same people who met those brutalities to you, and you people say that people should reconcile. How would that happen? The day that I met up with Jagad in London, if I did not take my time, I would have fought him. And up to today, I can beat Jagad anytime. And this now you say that people should be together as one. One day I met with Malik Jata. I wanted to pounce on him. But when I saw him, I told these people, let's go. But they do not know the reason why. Malik was saying that to my wife's friend that if he had cut off my head and taken my head to a German, he would have gotten 4 million. That is why I say that it is a lie when they say that they never get money for the things that they were doing. Be as quick as I can be for the but I mean, can you tell what they have done for these people, they will not say it today because he's not here. Jimbo. Some call him Alajiso. Laminso. I'm a prison. He's at the prisons. Some prisoners are who here same to Gambia. Maluba. And the prisoners are outside who are hearing what I'm saying. That man is a shame to the Gambia, a big shame for Gambia. Even the day that the director came here, he came along with him.
He said it's a big shame that he is still working there. Is that what you said?
Yes. I mean,
what he did to Jana is a small thing.
Jana Jumbo. The Jumbo Jimbo.
Jana came here and said
Jimbo.
Jumbo, it's not Jumbo.
Director in BJP, near Mafro fine, I tell a mantra Toyaka. The mother who can Director Makaiba transfer Jana con interior. Not a Sarka Mulaka Ben Sambala interior. Why? You come with Silla. This is Bella Hayotinga. For like Jobo Kundaka Kohani. Kaya Kumasuma. Amana kai ite ni place bata de bribe de verta ni place de wasa ko Senegal yo ko man ko bile mana place ka de bul baro no telephone abugan dank mana abugan telephone sa abugan dank
Mane doesn't call me and he doesn't answer me anymore.
My call adu lunga man ga TRC ani jimbol la janne ko wonni mo letinya.
The day Mane came to TRC, he came along with Jimbo and they are just tarnishing other people's images.
Jimbo anyomo kunute prison kon.
Jimbo is the worst person to be in the prison system.
Official yalon coming for new fanial. Ndal ko kan kala fanial.
The prisoners know him, and all the workers there also know him. I will not swear on Musa Suso is the person who took Jimbo to Mile 2. Why Musa Suso a problem? But when Musa Suso got into a problem, Jimbo Musa Bon Jimbo takes Musa out so that and he meets another white man called Atodu. David Fulsin. David Fulsin. People are listening to me. Jimbo is listening to me. If he the reason why Mane hasn't done anything to Jimbo, he's afraid because that's why. Because he thinks if he dismisses Jimbo, he will destroy him. Gambians, stop being afraid. Try and establish the truth. The truth will always triumph. Where is Yaya Jammeh today? Those who put him in trouble, they are here. But Yaya is away. He did something bad, but people aided him to be able, for him to be able to do the same thing. And the same thing, that's what they are still doing with Barrow also. Sidin Jai stood over the TV and said, Barrow will not be sworn in this country. The amount of money I spent for the amount of money I spent for Gambians in Senegal is too much. Who made that? Sidin Jai. Who caused that is because of Sidin Jai. Sidin Jai. Now he is building a compound at Barrow. Who is helping him? Barrow. Barrow let Barrow know that one day his term will also come to an end. Where is Yaya Jammeh? He ran away with one wife, but Barrow has 2 wives and children. The day, his day is coming. The only thing that will remain will be Allah's. This man is not true. You can ask Boriture.
I was sentenced, I was convicted by a Commonwealth judge. But he said, I am not guilty. Ask Boriture. Proceed, please.
10. 9 years. When I was in jail, my
300 plot.
Tuba, they gave me a plot in Tuba, about 300 plots. But before I came out, everything went haywire.
Now start zero.
I started. I was in jail when they sold my compound at Kersering here.
Sanyang.
100
by 75.
100 by 75. The man gave me money, paper for me to give him money. But where?
Zero.
Now I am at zero. My children came to an end.
20,000 20,000
I owe them $20,000. Now the school is open, but I cannot return my children to school. My compound, if I don't build it in Tuba, there is no way for me to do it. Now the moment I am, if people cannot, formerly I was helping people to pay their children. But nobody has done that same kind of. If I don't come here to tell the truth, I know nobody will know the truth. But Gambians are enemies to each other. Some people think that I have been killed, but no, I am here. I was on board a ferry and I heard people saying Yaya Jammeh killed a Marabu. But there was an old woman who said he is not dead. The other woman said no, he didn't kill him, but they said he is no longer potent.
ngai bele bele ko musike ba ko ntara bira abura kasma kunsal so kunsal chawon muso.
Then another woman told them the moment they left him from jail, he got twins, a female and a male child.
Bara musike ba akonte mata suite.
But that old woman thought that I didn't recognize her.
Ngai muso e ngai be fere kono ba ni atra mamira jang iban tel ba mane kemade.
I told the woman, if I had not been on board the ferry, you will know that I am stronger than your husband. But I said, Yajame has gone. The soldiers were on board the ferry. But something is happening in the Gambia. But the way they are preparing Barrow, what Barrow will do in this country will be more than what Yajame ever did. I am telling this, even if I die, one day you will know a marathon.
Former immigration officer,
Pambub, former immigration officer. I went to demand for my passport because I have not got it. He said that he had that I was saying that I saw Yaya Jammeh riding a bicycle. He said that was the day he So when I went to collect my passport, he asked me, are you Shereng Faal? I said yes. He said, sit down, sit down, sit down. He said, I will not give you an ordinary passport, I will give you a diplomatic passport. But what you know, many Gambians don't know. But Gambians will not know me.
They cannot know me.
They cannot know me. But what I pray, may Allah establish the truth. Talk to Barrow to establish the truth. Well, what Barrow is doing, one day you will see. Me, if I still think of Sidinjai, I get angry. Because Barrow's father is not older than me. Even if so, it will not what they did to me, if they do it to Barrow's father, I will be the first person for him to help. But ask him, he never gave me a butur. Pambu brought 40 vehicles here. And after these vehicles were divided among those who got it in the Gambia, not even a single person mentioned it. You will know that Gambians are bad. Now today he is dead. What about his family? Yes, he is dead. What about his family? If the same thing happens to me today, what about my family? That's what I'm thinking. And Pambub's state is like what he did for 3 years. 3 years I used to stay at Pambub's compound at Nemasu. So, what I'm telling Gambians, let's try and be I told Musa Susu, I told him, you are Barrow's advisors. I spent days with him in the jail. Musa Susu, the day they brought that dead bull there, he was there. I didn't eat it.
I was not there. But Musa
was there, and I prayed for him when he went. Yes. But I told Musa, I told him, talk to Barrow. He has left the right path. We are all the same mother and father. Let's forgive each other. Gambians who thought that I'm dead, I still go and come. But Senegalese know me, but Gambians will not know me. Jane said this.
Bringing Barrow Kalini Gambia Embassy to Senegal.
When Barrow was sworn at the Gambian embassy in Senegal. Macky Sall invited people for dinner at a hotel. I went there. Jane saw me. He hugged me.
Thank you, former Interior Minister.
Former Interior Minister.
Thank you.
My party.
My party. He talked to Jane. Jane said, this is the man who committing suicide. I dreamt that Jane killed himself. Don't commit suicide. And I told him, in a week, you will be left.
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, you will go to America. In 2 weeks, Americans send people to come and collect them.
So ngile mun nakuma alsa yam fanyi ngina tanga dunta momo kasal sa yam fanyi alsa yam fanyi alsa kalbe do kenal malo albe do ko na sala albe la do ko ala mabmande.
This is what I have to say.
Adimba
Gambians
ala diamo moja ni dimma yimin kengin awadra siri nyambi Gambia bele mata ñu ko kono
dumala wodi dumadi
soni
and Adelaide.
Adelaide, yes, her daughter spoke.
Amadra siri Mali.
She's now in Mali.
Amadra siri Mali ani jawa sama Mali.
Yes.
Gambia mo jumal man kanata Gambia.
So in the Gambia, who has been spared? Nobody. Nobody. That's what's going on in this country. Please forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me.
Thank you very much, Shereng Faal, for coming to testify.
And
thanks, for your final remarks. Our role is to create an impartial historical record of violations and abuses that occurred in the Gambia 1994 to 2017.
Tonyero lumin nyanta tinya lumenu kata nyin Gambia banko kan kabo 1994 sango kata 2016 sango kono.
Your warnings are not irrelevant.
Ila dandalaro lumanke kuken sango lutide.
They contextualize our motto, never again.
Andu na sando momenti wala anene kanake.
We probably should see it in that context.
But
thank you again very much, for your testimony. We will end our proceedings for this week and resume Monday morning at 10 o'clock.
Between the new local for 10 na Benjam Kotek.
Thank you all very much and have a good weekend, and meeting is adjourned.
Allah barakabake between B and the